Hi, everyone. This is The Mirror with Sarah and Ryan. We are two friends bringing our modalities together to create community and to heal together. This is your time to reflect and receive, so let's get into it. Hello, hello.
Hi, everyone.
How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm just doing splendidly. I think we had a good chat before we hit record about what we wanted to talk about today, which is like our body stuff. And for me, body is like my primary focus for 2022. Um, it's kind of like the culmination of like a lifelong journey of me to kind of accept my body and stop hating it. So I'm really excited to see what comes up today for us, because I think I do need some support and some healing and some to share some things I have about my shame for my stomach and how I actually don't have washboard abs, and that's okay. It's kind of hard for me to come to.
Thank you for sharing, and also totally feel you. I I kind of felt like I was good. Like I was like body
Mhm.
stuff done. And now because I really do love my body, I've gained weight. I like love it in the mirror. I have my days, but like so does everyone. But then I have a couple of really big events in this upcoming year in 2023, like some weddings and some weddings I'm in. And then it kind of just brought some things up like, oh, I need to be presentable. Thus, like maybe I need to like exercise for these things. And it really kind of just was surprising that it came up. And also, I'm trying to just like, I don't want to do that. Like, I do love my body. And so, how can I feel these feelings and also be like, no, I'm shifting that belief of like needing to present myself means that I need to lose weight.
Heard, yeah. Shedding for the wedding is so low vibe, honestly.
Yeah. And like, thank goodness I'm not the bride. Like, that just seems like so much stress to have to like plan a wedding. And then for those who like want to lose weight, like being hungry the entire time, like, no, I was an event planner. That sounds miserable. I could not do it. But yeah, I don't want to do that. And so like I feel growth. Like, hello, like I'm realizing this stuff, I'm sharing it. So I'm also excited to see what the cards say because I know this is an issue that a lot of folks deal with and see what comes up.
I'd love to meet the person who has perfect body image and
Yeah.
doesn't feel any kind of negative emotion.
Yeah. And
Okay,
just
so
a
you can
reminder that it happens. And like I'm about to start my period and that's when I'm my lowest emotionally. So I kind of know right now, like, don't really take what you're thinking so seriously. Just like
yeah.
let it go
You gotta
by.
try on jeans when you're ovulating, not when you're about to get your period.
So funny because I was trying on jeans right now, like just yesterday. So so true.
Okay, I'm gonna jump into our tarot reading for everyone. You can probably hear me shuffling around a bit already.
Yay.
Shuffling around was the alternative name for this podcast.
I love that. That actually should have been the alternative name.
Okay, so Ryan, I've split the deck in two. Can you tell me which one we're gonna work from? This one or this one?
That one.
This
Yeah.
one? I'm just asking for this tarot reading to give us some kind of guidance and support about where we both are on our body journeys, where you are on yours, and as a reminder, just take what resonates. Not everything in here is going to be perfectly suited for you, but I promise you, you'll hear something in here that you can take with you. Let's
Thus the
take
mirror.
a look. Okay, okay. Um, so we got, I pulled three cards for us from the Wild Unknown deck. The cards that I pulled in order are Wheel of Fortune, Daughter of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So I'm actually going to start with the Five of Swords energy because this is kind of like the heavier energy in this reading, let's say. And Five of Swords, I don't have to really express much about it. I mean, look at it. This is a toughie to get. So the Five of Swords comes to us when we almost need like a wake up call of how futile something is. In the five, there has been this conflict of mismatched ideas and ethos and philosophies of how we're supposed to be and live and move through the world. And they've conflicted, and it's at an impasse, and it's a zero-sum game. Nobody has won. And it's a really painful stage to be in, where you put a lot of effort and investment and energy into something only to realize that you were fighting a losing battle the whole time. So doesn't that sound a little bit like us with the diet industrial complex? You know, they make $1 billion a year off of our insecurities and selling us like things that are going to snatch our jawlines and our waistlines and stuff, right? So this is coming up, I think, because we just do need to acknowledge some of the grief that's that can come up around body journeys and stuff. And for me, like, I feel that grief and mourning the fact that I'm never gonna be a Victoria's Secret model. Not that I really wanted to anyway, but you know what I mean. I'm never gonna be um, thin enough for the mad woman who lives in my attic brain. It's like I'll never be thin enough. So it's really hard to come to grips with that, and to come to grips with that I might not have my dream body. So yeah, just acknowledge that there's some grief around there, or something that needs to be seen and processed by you, maybe to help you move through. And we're here too, feeling the same kind of, let's say, disappointments. So that's what I got for the five. I want to move now to Wheel of Fortune, which is kind of like a cosmic invitation card. It's a card that says like step up or fuck around and find out. And just like that viral TikTok, like the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out, right? So, but that's actually true. So the more we lean into this body journey, the more we seek out people who have our physiques, the more we talk about how we feel, the more clothes we try on. Aren't there some things that you're not allowed to wear as a person with your body, whether you're large or small, right? Try it on. You know, there's no rule book. There's no Geneva Convention here that you're breaking. It's not, you're not gonna be like held accountable in the court of law if you want to wear a crop top. It might feel that way to you, really, but no. So I would actually encourage you, it's time to fuck around and find out. I want you to experiment, do the things that you're not allowed to do. Um, you know, if you're a person in a larger body, go to a belly dancing class. If you're a person in a thin body who doesn't like to show off their physique, wear something a bit more revealing than you're used to, even just like a tiny, tiny bit more revealing than you're used to. Wherever you are, I really would encourage you to step up and give it your best shot. Because when we do that, things tend to go our way a little bit more. It's almost like beginner's luck, or like it's just like there's an invitation out there for you to step into something. We don't know what it is yet, but I feel like the more we approach it with boldness and gusto, the more great our reward will be. It's kind of like investment, right? Like if I put $5 into an investment portfolio right now, it's not going to yield much. But if I put $100, then I might actually be a millionaire one day with compounding interest. Probably not, because that's not how capitalism works. But you know what I mean? Just step up and make an investment now. And I have a feeling that luck will go your way. Fortune favors the bold. That's another one. And speaking of fortune favoring the bold, we have with us the Daughter of Pentacles. This is the person in the tarot deck who knows they have to start a new journey around the pentacles related to their bodies, right? This is the card that deals with materiality in the 3D realm. Sorry, this is the suit that deals with that, pentacles, right? And she knows that the old way of doing things is out. She knows she has a project she needs to finish. She has a destiny to manifest, and she's going to do it. She doesn't know how. That's really important. And she's also a little bit shy and uncertain, but she is going to tiptoe and start. So whether you tiptoe, whether you leap and bound your way into it, really the message is to move forward, especially moving forward from the kind of grief and heaviness we experienced in the Five of Swords energy. So I really want you to see yourself as the Daughter of Pentacles, who is, by the way, full of potential, if properly developed and if she gets a chance to ideate, to test her mettle, and to put her passion into reality, she's going to be so successful. It's almost a guarantee. And you can see that hope with the rainbow too. Um, so yeah, I really encourage you to see yourself in this card, to step up to the challenges wholeheartedly, and to also, where you need, give yourself some space to kind of grieve whatever comes up for you around your body. Probably gonna be more than one thing too, because this is a complicated journey. But that's what I got. What did you think, Ryan?
Oh wow. Just having the Daughter of Pentacles was so hopeful and beautiful. And I think it was just, I don't know, it just really showed that like we're gonna be like Bambi on shaky legs, but there's so much hope here, and try things out. I also really love like was it the Wheel of Fortune? I love the Wheel of Fortune card, and I love that little owl. I've been seeing so many owls lately, like in person, in movies, and other things. And so I think there's real wisdom there too. I don't know. How do you feel? This was like, I'm really digging this reading.
Okay, cool. Well, firstly, I'll just say I am a purveyor of owl artwork. I love owls. I owned many owl art pieces. They're usually the ones that I buy at auction that support the owl breeding programs. I'm really into owls. Um, and yeah, what you said about being the Daughter of Pentacles and tiptoeing reminded me of like baby steps. And we think of baby steps as small, timid little things to do. But actually, if you are a baby, you are unsteady, hurling yourself forward into the unknown. You're going to fall, your butt's going to be up in the air. It's going to be embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, fall. Like, I think anything we can do to practice falling and failure is like honestly so good for us. I heard about this guy who every time he bought something, he asked if he could get a discount. Like if he got a coffee, he would be like, "Can I get a discount?" And everyone would say no. So he practiced hearing no so often that when like it came time to the big tasks and his proposal was rejected or something, that he had built up resilience to this. So that's why I said step up and do it big here, because it's going to help us build kind of the foundation or resilience. Yeah. Um,
I love your little story about the man. I think that's so important. And just to tell a little anecdote, I am plus size, and I always said I would never wear a crop top, of course, right? Like this was a little bit pre TikTok before I found other creators who
it's
had my
illegal to wear. It's illegal
yeah,
to
it's
wear crop
illegal.
top if you have a belly.
Yeah. But I found other TikTokers who had my same body size, and that's been so huge for me. But I started to just wear a crop top around my house. And then I started to wear it checking the mail. And then I started wearing it, going to the grocery store. And so I also think doing things in a way that feels like what we're doing is we are pushing our nervous system. So be aware of that. And if you need to, like, after you go wear a crop top to the grocery store, you need to come back into your house and like wear a blanket just to like feel comfortable and feel safe, do that. Like this is a process. And I kind of got that Five of Swords energy, like let's we need to grieve and also just like take care of ourselves in that time. But also it gets easier, and then it's not as hard, and then you're wearing crop tops wherever.
It does get easier, and like it's important to celebrate when it gets easier too, because we're always looking forward to the next thing. So let me just congratulate you, Ryan, for radically wearing a crop top, because that is something that the version of you like 5 years ago would just be like bulking at, right?
That's so
So
true. Thank you. I
right on.
appreciate it. What can we celebrate you with?
I think well, you said I looked very whimsy goth today. So I think like let's celebrate me like embracing my style, even though I don't have a perfect body.
I love that. I love
I'm not
that.
waiting to lose weight to dress how I want to dress.
Oh,
And
yeah. And listener, I hope you like write down something that you're really proud of and want to celebrate too. It could be around your body, it could be something else, and you can send it to us and we can celebrate you. That's
Yeah.
important.
Ask a friend too. Ask your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your mom or your friend, like what's something that I do now that I would never have done a few years ago? Because honestly, hearing from an outside perspective sometimes it's just like a dunk. It's just like, of course, it's just like so much easier because we're always up our own butts a little bit in a loving way. But I just need to say that we're focused on ourselves sometimes.
So true. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling so good. What do you want to work on energy healing with? What popped up?
So, um, for this energy healing, my intention or my wish would be that maybe we like hold some of this
Yeah,
energy, the five of
the
swords
grief.
energy, and just kind of allow some space to see if there's any grief pop up and just acknowledge it. We don't need to get into it today, but just maybe
Hmm.
acknowledge where it is in our body or if we're thinking about it. And then let's move right into the other extreme, which is like celebration, hope, and happiness. And maybe the two will like mix alchemically in our bodies.
Totally. That's what I was feeling too. Like hold the space for the grief because also, our the grief is taking up room in our body. So when we get to release some or we even get to notice it, we get to make it not be so heavy. We get to create some space. And then with that space, we will put in like this excitement, this testing, this trying new things. So, exactly my ideas. So if you're with me, let's stretch. Let's like feel our bodies while we get ready to start the energy healing. You can take a couple deep breaths. Okay. First, I'm going to wrap us all in a pink, no, blue, a blue bubble of light, and that which only serves your most loving, kindest, most joyful, healthiest, highest good and divine law and order can come through. And it can only come through this bubble, right? Like this is our protection bubble. We're setting this intention in this space. And then we thank the earth. We thank the earth for being so beautiful, for watching over us, for giving us life. And we thank those who have stewarded the land for so many generations, including the land we're on now. And we thank our spirit team for watching over us, guiding us, protecting us. And we ask both the earth and our spirit guides, our spirit team, to be with us now, to help us release what we need to release, shift what we need to shift, integrate what we need to integrate in a way that is gentle, soft, complete for you in your mind, body, and spirit in all timelines you exist, in ways we know and do not know. Okay, so I'm going to connect to your energy and I'm trying this new thing. So I would like for you to think of your intention for this energy healing. Perhaps, it's like, I want to grieve this part of me that disliked my stomach, or I want to grieve this part of me, or it doesn't have to be grief, it could be anything. But I also would like you to think of your purpose for this. So yes, your intention might be to give yourself space to try new things, but your purpose is to live a healthier, more loving life. um maybe your purpose is like, this will help me feel better day to day. I think that's really helpful and kind of keeps this all into perspective. So you do that. I'm going to connect. Okay, I'm in. And when I first started to connect, I really kind of saw, which is really interesting because I saw, I think like a mama deer in our front yard that was there for like 20 or 30 minutes. And so there's a lot of deer imagery that's coming up. And I saw another deer in my mind that was like kind of holding us and giving us this space to grieve and just kind of like feel our feelings. And so know that I think with this deer, that was also the Page of Pentacles or the Daughter of Pentacles. You know, we are being held by our spirit team, by the earth to help us release this. So we're being held right now. So if you feel in a good space to do this right now, we are going to just hold our body. You can touch your stomach and I always like to put one hand on my stomach and one hand on my heart. But perhaps you'd like to put a hand on another part of your body or not at all. We're just going to hold space to let any grief pop up, let it release if it can release, effortlessly and gently. We're only asking for what we can handle right now, nothing more. And I'm also getting anger. And it's a reminder that like it's really unfair that we live in a society like this where no one can be the ultimate attainable thing. It's impossible. Beauty standards are impossible to attain. Yet they are shoved down our throats, and that's really shitty, and that really sucks, and that's really unfair. And it's really unfair that we're marketed to, like this billion-dollar diet complex. So we're just letting things go at their own time. And a reminder that, a lot of this might not even be ours. It can be societal, it could be generational. And so we're just asking for our spirit team's help to release any ties that aren't ours, that are ready to go, that we no longer need to believe in, because we know on some level that they're not ours, they're not helpful, they're not beneficial to us. So we release the belief and we release any hold that it has on us, including any ties. Oh, that feels good. Okay. Is there something else? Okay, a little bit something else. What do we need to do here? Open our hearts. Yes. Okay, something heart-wise. I think we're just going to imagine your heart really getting expansive. And so if it's helpful, you can imagine like a beam of light coming from the top of the divine, going into you, going into your body, coming out of your heart, and just your heart is so expansive, it's just wrapping around you. Okay. And that love is going to every body part, every cell, every muscle. That good, yes. Take a couple deep breaths with me and imagine this energy just going into your heart, coming out of your heart, wrapping around you. So now we're going to go to the celebration part. I want you to think about something new you can try, something you can make an investment in right now, like Sarah was talking about, something you can be bold with to test. Maybe something pops up, or maybe, you get a ping like a week from now. So just be open. Like I'm seeing for myself and maybe for others, like, yes, I might wear a crop top in a grocery store, but like they want me to strut. Like they want me to walk with like boldness and power and just be like, yeah, this is me. Not just kind of like, I'm doing my grocery shopping, but like, stomp. Okay. And like really embody that energy. Is the answer something here? Yes. Okay, so now we're going to celebrate. Think about how far you've come. Think about something you really want to celebrate in yourself. For example, and I'm getting emotional, thinking about going into wedding season and thinking I had to be presentable. For me, that kind of like looked like my arms in like a spaghetti strap dress, which is so interesting because I've never had that really that fear of showing my arms in public, but for some reason I do now, and it's like I'm just loving my arms exactly where they are right now. I'm just sending them love. And I'm sending myself love because like, hello, I even like connected the dots. That's huge. Like, love ourselves, celebrate ourselves. I want you to, before we ground, just really send a bunch of love because your heart's already expansive to all the parts of you, the parts that you love, the parts that are maybe a little bit more challenging to love, the parts you might be indifferent to, and just send them love. We're celebrating ourselves today. We're celebrating our body today. We're celebrating being bold as well, trying new things, the wheel of fortune. Okay. So I want you to, again, feel where your body's touching something solid. You can slowly move your body around to wake up some feeling into it. I want you to see a bright white light at the base of your spine. And it's so bright. It's really going down your legs, pooling in your feet. And then with the intention of grounding and getting connected to the earth, we're going to open our feet up, and then our roots are going to go down deep, deep, deep into the center of the earth and go out in all directions. And then we're going to wrap a protective bubble around you. And you can see this bubble again filled with divine love, just filled with excitement, celebration. Okay. I'm going to disconnect our energy. I'm going to send your energy back to you. And I'm going to call back all my own energy. Good. Yes. Okay. How do you feel?
I think I feel hopeful and like
Hmm.
optimistic. Yeah. How about you?
I really felt excited. Like
Oh, good.
all of today has really just felt excited, and I don't really know why. But I'm into it, and like I'm excited to kind of stomp around the grocery store and like feel like it's my runway.
Yeah, I liked what you said about that because I think I put myself out there all the time. I'm doing roller pole dancing class now. You
So
know, like
cool.
what the frick? Like I'm constantly putting myself in new situations and challenging myself to see my body in a new way. But I loved how your thing was about the attitude or the energy around it. So showing up at the erotic dance class and dancing is different than like bringing the attitude and letting your hair down and like, bringing the charisma. So
Mhm.
I liked that. It felt like an invitation to bring the charisma or actually embody it
Well, I
more.
think that's
Yeah.
just another level, right? Like first we have to get there. We have to like show up and then we can like show up and show out. And
Yeah.
that's interesting. I would love to hear how maybe like your next roller skating pole dancing, which is so cool and I'm so jealous, kind of goes if when you embody that.
Yeah. I'll report back. I'll report
Yay.
back. Well, I'd love to end today by drawing a card from like one of my new tarot decks I got.
Yay.
Since we're all feeling good and bubbly. And as
Totally.
a reminder, if you're not feeling good or bubbly, if you're feeling stressed or that you still need some support after listening to this, just please be gentle with yourself. And we have an episode that supports your nervous system and helps you ground and calm down a bit more. So you can check that out if you need that in the resources. Thanks for today, Ryan. This has been awesome.
No, this has been really helpful.
Okay, this is the Star Spinner Tarot. Have you heard of it before?
No, is it a local artist?
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
I just love the cards. Look at the back.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's really soft.
And this is what it looks like. This is the Two of Cups. These are mermaids. Two mermaids embracing.
So sapphic. Obsessed. Is that the card
So
you
yeah,
pulled for us?
yeah.
No way.
So Two of Cups, the mini lovers card. It's about two coming together as one, and that could mean the two parts of yourself, like the version of yourself who wants to be a Victoria's Secret model and the version of yourself who's like a messy goblin sitting down together and reconciling. That could look like your different essences coming together to support each other. So I really want you to turn towards yourself with love like you would in an actual mirror. Okay, and see how instead of fighting with yourself at every turn or fighting for your limitations, like for why you can't go to roller pole dancing class or why you can't wear a crop top, try sitting down with that part of yourself that's speaking those limitations and saying, what's up with that? And like, if we just hold them, if we just hold them, sometimes they don't even need to tell us. Sometimes we don't need to get to the root of why we're feeling this way. Oh, it's because something happened when I was young and my mom, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe that just needs some time. So give that part of yourself some time and turn towards yourself. And yeah, this card deck is just beautiful. Just love it.
I'm also getting like, do something fun right now. After we
Oh,
did this, like do something that like fills up your cup.
I am going to the bead store after this. I have started beading.
Stop it.
It takes me back to being 12 years old. They look like they're made by a 12-year-old, but I love it.
I'm
So I'm going to the bead
excited.
store.
That's awesome. That sounds really fulfilling. I don't know what I'll do. I've been wanting to make pumpkin muffins for a while, so maybe I'll do that.
Oh, lovely.
This was
Well,
so
thanks so
nice.
much. Thanks for today. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, rest of your week, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.